Welcome to Wicked. In Australia, Wicked hires in excess of 12,000 vehicles. We have 950 vehicles in Australia at multiple locations. One of the key things for us is the safety of all people that take the Wicked road trip experience. I've always believed as a driver of any vehicle that you're responsible for the passengers that you carry in your car. The first idea would be to have two hands on the wheel, one at 10 and one at 2. When driving, keep your head to the front, two hands on the steering wheel firmly. It'll keep you in control of the vehicle at the best possible speed that you can do. Please ensure that your rear view mirror and your two side mirrors are ready to go for you as a driver. In each state in Australia, we have different alcohol laws. We believe here at Wicked the best alcohol law is zero alcohol tolerance. It's time for fun. It's time for a cold beer. It's time to sit back and celebrate the day's activities. Drive overnight, you play with your life. Have a good road trip, and we hope that you'll do business with us again in the future.
G'day Wickedees, I'm just going to show you a few little things about how to drive a four-wheel drive off-road. We're in a Mitsubishi Delica at the moment, so whenever I'm going onto dirt roads, basically I'll stop, put the vehicle in park or neutral. I've got my little four-wheel drive lever down here. At the moment on the dash, it just tells me that I'm in two-wheel drive, so I just stop, push this lever forward, and then it tells us we're in four-wheel drive. So whenever you go onto soft surfaces other than bitumen, it's always recommended to go into four-wheel drive. If you go onto sand, it's also recommended just to lower your tyre pressure to around about 18 psi. Obviously remembering to put them back up again when you go back onto the bitumen. There's also on this vehicle low range as well. That basically gives you a lower gear, so you can go real slow through any deep patches of mud and things like that. But generally just a four-wheel drive is fine. When you're driving on sand as well, just a tip with these, you'll usually find ruts and corrugations. Ruts and corrugations are pretty difficult to drive and it's very tiring. There's a lot of rut noise from the corrugations, and you'll also find that the vehicle will want to wander and follow the tracks all the time. So if you try and fight them, that usually can cause problems. Another thing is swerving for animals. It's obviously doubly as dangerous when you do that on the dirt roads because you've got less grip, so the more you swerve, the more you're susceptible to having an accident. One of the things with some of the four-wheel drives is they have this little thing down here which is a freewheel hub. That is a fuel saving device for when you're on the bitumen. Basically by doing that, at the moment it's just telling you that you're in free, which means that this axle won't be connected to the rest of the drivetrain, so it's less moving parts, which means you'll save fuel. Ask your local depot person which vehicles have them and which don't, and they'll be able to tell you. One other thing in Northern Australia is the wet season and flooding. Vehicles aren't amphibious, but they have a capability of going through water to a certain degree. If you're unsure, when you pick your van up, just ask them where the air intake is. It's usually about here on the vehicle, but we recommend usually if you're going through water, you don't go through water any higher than the hubs. Okay guys, that was my tips for driving in Australia. I'm Luke from the Adelaide depot. Stay safe, Wickedees. See ya.